Hello friends, I am Tripti Singhal from our own career classes. In this video, we discuss about the chapter 6 triangles. In that first we learn the basic proportionality theorem, BPT theorem. It is the heart of the chapter. BPT theorem, on the basis of this theorem we can prove so many of questions. So first of all we see how to prove the basic proportionality theorem. It also known as the Thales theorem. Sometimes you ask that state and prove the BPT theorem. So you need to learn the whole statement also. So what is the statement? Let's check out. The statement is, if the line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in a distinct point, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That means what? Let's draw the figure as per given. The statement is triangle ABC, if the line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, let's say BC, this side parallel, I draw a line DE which intersects the other two sides, that means AB and AC at a distinct points, let's say D and E, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So we have to prove this line, that means they are divided in the same ratio. So what you have given, guys? Given statement and to prove. You just need to write very clearly so you can get 1 marks also without proof. So given is here DE is parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC, and to prove is AD. What you have given? The other two sides are divided in the same ratio. That means AB and AC are divided in the same ratio by this line DE. That means AD upon DB is equals to AE upon EC. You need to prove this. So start proof. In this proof, we construct something. Whenever you construct something, you have to mention it. So construction, before the proof, construction, draw the line DE and join the line BE and CD. Join the line BE and CD. This way, BE and CD. Okay, and therefore we just mention it, BE and CD, and draw the perpendicular, let's say EF to the side AB and DG to the side EF to the side AC. Okay, so draw the perpendicular EF on the side AB and DG on the side AC. Clear? Now start proof. First we find the area, the ratios of this area of these two triangles. First we need to find the ratios of this area. So which areas? I tell you, the triangle ADE whole, the above triangle ADE divide by the LHS triangle, that means the left hand side triangle, triangle BDE. Again triangle BDE, this obtuse triangle, and the whole triangle above ADE triangle. So first the area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle BDE. Area of triangle ADE and triangle BDE. So what we all know that the area of triangle is nothing but the half into base into height. So half base for the ADE triangle is AD. For this triangle AD, this AD is a base, and yes, perpendicular is EF. Okay, now for this triangle, area of triangle BDE is nothing but, okay guys, you can see that the triangle BDE is this triangle BDE is nothing but the obtuse triangle. So whenever we draw a perpendicular for the obtuse triangle, it drawn outside of the triangle. So therefore the perpendicular, that means the height base, first we write the base of this triangle is DB, and the height for this obtuse triangle BDE is outside the triangle is nothing but the EF itself. Okay, so finally we get EF cut, half and half cut is equals to AD upon DB. Take that equation number 1. Now second thing, we need to find the area of the ratio of the areas, again triangle ADE and divide by triangle DEC, the right hand side triangle DEC. Therefore the area of triangle ADE again and the area of triangle right hand side triangle DEC. So again nothing but the 1/2 into base into height is 1/2 ADE triangle. The base for the ADE triangle, whenever we deal with the right hand side triangle, so again the base is also the right hand side, that means the AE. For the triangle ADE we take a base as AE and perpendicular is DG. Divide by triangle DEC. Again I tell you earlier that this is nothing but again it's a obtuse triangle, therefore its perpendicular lies outside the triangle. Its base is EC into perpendicular is DG. So we have finally half cut, DG cut, therefore AE upon EC. Equation number 2. Now you can see that from the figure triangle BDE and triangle DEC, again I repeat, triangle BDE and triangle DEC are lies on the same parallel, same base DE, and between the same parallel lines DE and BC. So we need to write these statements. Triangle BDE and triangle DEC are stands on same base DE and lies between the two parallel lines. Therefore all we know that the areas of these two triangles are equal. The area of triangle BDE is equals to the area of triangle DEC are equal, gives us equation number 3. Okay, so from equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3, we can say that if I put the area of triangle BDE is equals to area of triangle DEC, then can I write from equation 1 that area of triangle ADE and area of triangle BDE is equals to nothing but the triangle DEC. So is equal to AD upon DB. Okay, is nothing but the AD upon DB as it is. Now if this ADE upon DEC is AD upon DE, and from equation 2 we can see that ADE upon DEC is AE upon EC. Therefore we can equate this equation 1 and 2, and finally we get from equation 2 and we can say that this 4, equation 2 and 4, finally we can see that AE upon EC is equals to AD upon DB. Hence proved. Whatever we've proved, hence proved. So the ratio of the other two sides are divided into the same ratio. So this is the BPT theorem. Next we prove the converse of the BPT theorem. BPT theorem as well as the converse of the BPT theorem are very important of this chapter. So let's start converse of BPT theorem, or we can say that Thales theorem also. Thales theorem also. Okay. Again statement. You may ask that state and prove the converse of BPT theorem. So you need to learn the statement of this also. So the statement of this is, if a line if a line, the conversely, okay, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line must be parallel to the third side. Okay, exactly converse in this given to you. That means the line is divides any two sides of a triangle, then it must be a parallel to the third side. So from the figure we prove this theorem. Triangle ABC, and let's say DF is another line other than DE. Okay, so what you have given, first you write down, given that AD upon DB is equals to AE upon EC. This is given to you, gives as equation 1. And to prove, what you need to prove, converse exactly. That means parallel lines are DE is parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC. You need to prove this. Start proof for this theorem. Okay, first of all, DE is given to you, that is D is parallel to, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio. That means any line, the DE is given to you, but we are not considering DE as the parallel line. So let's assume that triangle ABC, DE is not parallel to BC. Let DE is not parallel to BC, and we take DF parallel to BC. Therefore, DF is parallel to BC. We assume that DF is parallel to BC. We just assume that. So, what we just prove for BPT theorem? So, from BPT theorem, we can say that if the two lines are to be parallel, then the line divides the triangle in the other two sides in the same ratio. Therefore, if DF is parallel to BC, so by BPT theorem we can say that if DF is parallel to the BC, then DF is line, it divides the other two sides in the same ratio. Which ratio? Yes, AD upon DB is equals to AF upon FC. Clear? Gives that equation number 2. What we can say that from equation 1 and 2, yes, just compare AD upon DB is equals to AD upon DB. So therefore we can prove that AE upon EC is equals to AF upon FC. AF upon FC. Now just adding both the sides of this equation, add 1, both the sides of these equations. What we have, AE upon EC plus 1 is equals to AF upon FC plus 1. Therefore, cross multiplication, this go to the numerator side. So, AE plus EC upon EC is equals to AF plus FC upon FC. Now you can see that AE plus EC is nothing but the whole side AC. So we have AC upon EC, and AF plus FC is nothing but the AC. AC upon FC. So we can cut the AC from both the sides. So finally we have AC both the sides. Finally we have AC is equals to FC. So what we conclude that? So thus we can say that the point E and F coincide each other, and therefore DF is coincide with DE. We can conclude that DF is coincide with DE, only. That means there are no 2 points, no such 2 points E and F, but they are the equal points, they are the coincide points E and F, and therefore we can say that DE is parallel to BC. Therefore we conclude that DE is parallel to BC, and hence proved with this theorem. So in this video we learn these two theorem, the converse of BPT and BPT theorem, Thales theorem. Thank you.